Bitcoin and so on. The company has been actually active since 2015 March, and we had probably one of the fastest growth ever in history. We are now today almost 600,000 clients, remember, in this company, and we're growing with 3,000 to 6,000 new members every day.
3 to 6.
Yeah, on a global basis. So what we do is actually that we are a member club, and the only way to get into this company is through somebody else who can invite you. Just like if you are in some special golf clubs, you can only come in on recommendation. So we don't have any links to send out, nothing like that. So when you try to read about Octa Capital Group, the information you get is when you're in the system, and you can become a free member, and then you can read about it. The company is building up their business out of 3 different ways of getting incomes. One is that they have been doing a lot of sports arbitrage, and the other thing is that they are setting up a project which is generating money, like gas projects, even oil projects in Africa, and they do some humanitarian projects as well. They have in Gambia, they own an oil platform and oil field. So what they do there, instead of sending money to the government, they're building a school now for 2,500 students, fill it with books and everything necessary. Because if you send money, they're disappearing. They they build a football field, because the football field they had, there was more of sand, and there was something looked like goals, and on one of the side they had painted VIP. That was where you can stand in the middle. There was no seats, so that was their football field. So they're gonna get real footballs and real football players and so on. This is how to give back to that country. When it comes to other projects, because the company is quite new, they look also into local ways to support people. Because the only way to help each other is to support it local, not send money to everywhere. But mostly what they do is generating profits from online gaming. They have now in the ICE exhibition a big success with new type of 3D games, which I'm going to show a little bit more about. But they sell it to all other casinos. The company has casino license, so online casinos via Malta means that what they are building up is generating money. And do you know who is winning on the casino?
The casino.
The casino, always. So that's a very good business to run around the world, especially if you have a lot of Chinese people. What they also do is that they're building up with cryptocurrency, and this is an altcoin. It's the same structure as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has moved away now. When Bitcoin started, 2009, I heard some said that there were some preachers coming here to Cyprus and say, "Oh, we have Bitcoin." But that was a fraud. That was a person who had read a little bit about Bitcoin. He was collecting money from people and took it. If it was real, these people would have been stinking rich today.
Yeah.
But he fooled them, and most probably he didn't even invest in himself.
This guy didn't come on 2009. On 2009, we had a presentation in the stock company that I was working from the real company that built the Bitcoin. And at that time, Bitcoin was in a ratio 1:1.
Right.
As a stockbroker, we were just talk about between us for anything but Bitcoin.
Yeah.
For anything but Bitcoin. And at that point, if somebody from us invests 1,000 euro, today he will have 400,000 euro in the pocket.
Exactly. So, but that's the thing, and it's about knowing. And we have a very simple way for you that if you're gonna see other coins out there, because people are gonna come now when something is popular. It's like with health. They say, okay, now it's important to buy this use, now it's important to do yoga, now it's important to do this. A lot of people are coming because they see money. The same with this industry. There's more than 800 different cryptocurrencies today in the world. And what is good? Simple, you can say easy. If you can mine the coin, that means that you can do a formula to receive and get capital. If anybody can do it, it's a real one. If you can follow the transactions on a blockchain, then it's a real one. If you can sell it to anyone as much as you want, then it's a real one. If somebody say that you can only sell to a close group of people or this and that, stay away. It has to be public. Even though it's an irregulated market, it has to be public. So this one is now $15. Actually, I checked now before, it was $15.63 at the moment. And that was released in the market in May last year. The interesting part is that the Chinese market, they had now, not sleepy hour, but they had Happy New Year, 3 weeks, nothing happened. Now they are back, and now they are ready to adapt the new presentation which I'm showing you today. It's actually not going to show them until Monday, but they said I cannot show anything that is going to be changed. So this is the first group of people outside of the capital group that see this one. So, but having this one in mind, they want to push it up to $150 or $300. If you buy for 50 now, go up 45, you make 3 times the money. We had an event in Macau, and 3,000 Chinese people, when they understand what we were doing.
Sorry for interrupting. Is 50 or 15?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
Okay.
So if it goes 45, it goes to 100. You can count yourself. But what kind of investment can you do today, which is generating those kind of money? And what money today has go up? All money in the world has inflation, so they lose money. Even gold is not super secure. And then we're building it with network marketing, which is the strongest way to get out information, word of mouth, because we get so much spam. I was thinking the other day, if I had an email to my regular mail, it would be full. We have no trees. We have no products to ship. We have everything is online. So if you think that you are needed to be in a place, it's not true. You can work anywhere in the world. And I can tell you that working from different beautiful places in the world is as nice as going to an office. So we have people now from more than 200 countries working in this one. The Octa Capital Group is building everything around different pure investments and pure development. The founders have actually not much experience from network marketing, except from 2 old founders. The rest of them are pure investors. They actually wanted to go into a big real estate project in the States, but they saw this opportunity and they decided to build something that's going to be named Octaland. And Octaland, they already put in an options to buy one island in the Maldives, one place outside Grenada. And the reason for that one is that they want to build a real place with casino where they have license locally.
Can I be a citizen?
Yes, you can. And the beautiful thing is there that when you become a citizen there, because there are some places, if you become a citizen in Grenada, you get visa to 148 countries.
Right.
So I have a lot of questions from Vietnamese people who wants to be Cyprus residents, because they get easier visa, and they are willing to spend the money just like Chinese. When this is going to be a reality in 3 to 4 years, so they do it as an IPO. So what they are doing is selling ISI and shares into this company, and at the same time building long term, and for the people who wants to be in for a shorter term as well. But the funny part is that the attraction that we have now, we attracted also another thing, because when you have a lot of people, do you have a good insurance, by the way?
Yeah.
We signed a contract with one of the largest insurance companies in the world to provide members of the Octa Capital Group a possibility, because in some countries people say, no, I don't need an insurance until it's too late.
Sure.
So this is something that they can generate money, and when you have money you can easily invest. When you don't have money it's difficult. This is pretty impressive. We have actually more than 570,000 members since 2015 March.
Wow.
There is very few companies in the world that generated so much money and so much interest in that short time. And when I saw this opportunity, what really attracted me, because I like money. I don't know about you, but you hate money. Okay, the root of evil. Yeah, but I like it, and I like what you can do with it. So one person told me that there was one person in 10 weeks that made €1 million. I said, I want to know why, how, and why. So studied more and more. At that time, when they asked me to join, we were about 20,000 people. That was in June. After that, called some friends, and now 570,000. So there's a big possibility, and this is the good thing, is that it's just a start. And the other part is that when the people joined in March last year, they took a big risk. Because when something is new, yeah, you don't know, don't trust, you see rumors, you hear this and that, then it becomes more and more stable. Now they hire a very good CEO who is taking this one, structuring everything, taking it to the next level. Just like Skype. Microsoft buys Skype, things starts to work. We have been going through a wiki program. We have seen now that when you grow so fast, the goal was to reach 600,000 people in 5 years. We did it in less than 1 year. That means that when you have that kind of amount of people, you have to secure investments and everything. So what they're going to do now is from 1st of March, they will start with a program running monthly payout system every month. So I said to some person that it's been quite popular to own an extra apartment in Cyprus, so you rent it out to somebody. But how much do you pay for an apartment here? What do you know? Do you know how much you pay for an apartment, 2 bedroom?
Rental?
No, you buy it. First you buy it.
At least 200.
200,000. Yeah, and then you need to go to the Swedish home, IKEA, right? Fill it with some furniture. So you start maybe 210,000 euro. And how much can you get per month from a rental?
It's not a good investment.
It's not.
Because it pays off in like 30 years in our case.
In best case, unless the inflation is telling something else.
And you have rental like 12 months.
If you have it, do you have people who always pay on time?
No, and damages as well.
Damages as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to be a hassle all the time. So when I saw this one, which I'm going to show you, if there was a possibility to pay 6,000 euro and gain 400 euro pure money per month, no hassle, no painting. We were with one guy in Limassol, and he said, I wonder how many apartments I should have in this one. Because if you have 10 apartments, think about this one, if you have 400 euro for one per month, if you have 10 and you pay 60,000 euro, you have 4,000 euro per month in passive income. How can you live with 4,000 euro even if you rent in Nicosia? Can you have nice? Or you live nice for 4,000 even in Limassol, right?
Yeah.
You can have a huge house with a swimming pool, with everything, with 4,000 per month.
Yeah, but not for 60,000.
No, what I mean is, if you rent with the income of this 60,000, you are going to have a very, very nice house, a very, very comfortable house, and you will have money also in your pocket.
Can you live nice for 2,000 euro?
Yeah, just about.
Just about. 2,000 euro rental. And then you have 2,000 euro to shop per month. Yeah?
Yes.
That is what this is all about. This is about thinking something way beyond the normal thing that you work, because working is not giving you money. It's only making you survive. Unless you're very unique. This is the latest 10-month results. Bottom line, what people have earned in this company. And what we see now is that we have gone from 12, 10, 10, 10, and end of end, what we are seeing now, because we're going into the gas product, we are going into the next phase, is that we're going to stay somewhere between 8 and 12, maybe up to 20% per month. That's what we're going to offer the people. And this is something that people can do all the time. People can join in this business. Actually, I tell people that if you want to have a passive income, you don't want to talk to people because, I don't know about you, but you tell somebody, oh, you can work. No, I'm sick of working. I want to make my money work because they are doing no good in the bank.
Mm.
So what we tell them is that go with a pro, you get... The good thing here is that this is based out, not Ernst & Young, but a similar big company that has made a proven business model now that it's okay to sell coins, octacoins. It's the same as selling money. So what we are doing, we're not offering any tokens, credit chips whatsoever. We are offering octacoins, which is a legal money on the market now. So what people do, they get 5,000 euro value of octacoins. That means that when they are converted into octacoins, you get 5,000 euro worth of octacoins. You buy 5,000 euro, you get 5,000 euro. In the meantime, you're going to get paid. You see here, you get 60% monthly reward, but you can also get 80%. So what we advise people is actually to have 3 on the left and 3 on the right. And if you don't want to talk to anyone, you buy 6 of these and put 3, so 5,950 for one, generating about 400 euro per month, pure cash. What you do with them is up to you. If you want to reinvest, if you want to take them out, want to have it as a passive income, the question is, how many times do you want 400 euro per month? Without working, without talking to anyone. This is the way it works. You have the package, and it lasts for 6 months minimum. With the 6 months, after 6 months, you can take it out. You do whatever you want with the money. You finish the program. In the meantime, you have a percentage of 8 to 12%, and we put it low because it's better to see that one than 50%, because you cannot promise anything. But the company keeps 20% always as a reserve and pay out 20 to 60 and even up to 80% per week. This is an example of what we are actually only selling, because it's the only thing that gets money. So in an example, let's say that we buy now, we have 5,000 euro worth of octacoins. If we have an average of 10% per month, that would give us from 500 euro, how much? No, it would give us 500 euro from the 5,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Per month or per week?
No, per month.
Per month.
Yeah. So, if you had 500 euro and the company takes 100 euro for a reserve, and you get 400 euro paid out every month, until you say, after 6 months, I say stop. Is that a good investment?
It's a very good investment.
It's a very good investment, because if you go to bank and ask them, can you give me something like this? No. If you go to a 24 options or something, can you offer me this one? No. It's not possible. Why? Because the business model is not the same. What we are doing here is building up something.
Thomas,
Yes.
somebody can ask.
And they can ask, of course, but then they have to pay extra for it.
No, can ask. Okay, you say, you make this example in accordance of 8 to 12% return.
Yes.
Let's say 10%.
10%. Yeah.
What if instead of 10% we have minus 10%?
Never go in minus.
Why not?
Because first of all, we have a reserve of money. We are building. The reason why the company is doing this one is because they're building the market. Some people are doing the two things of the leverage. One is that they are using the money for normally network marketing is that you buy products, you buy subscription whatsoever to build the market, to pay out to the people. But in this case, we're building up at the same time with the Octaland, with casinos. We are building up extra money from the oil and gas. So we're doing many ways of money coming into the business.
Let's say a question about the gas,
Yes.
oil and gas. We know that the company is not ready to sell gas and fuels.
Yeah.
In this case, they don't have any return from this company.
No.
So
What they have returns from is sports betting They have returned from online casinos. They have returned from this new golden race, for example, which is generating money all the time.
The question is, let's say they invest the money to the oil company, a part of the...
They own the oil company.
They own, but they are going to invest money in order to build the operation of the company. They are going to build the whole...
Yeah, but that's another story, because it's not that way. I will come to that one also.
The reason why I am asking you is because I know that later on today, maybe some people ask for these things.
But that we will take with them after.
Okay, but it's good to know.
Yeah, of course. But when it comes to the gas project, it's another level. So, what people can do with this money here is that they can, of course, take out 100%. What I suggest is that looking into training is like Rob Kiyosaki. You know about Rob Kiyosaki? Have you heard about him?
No. Of course.
Yeah, he's building something out of a cash flow quadrant. He's explaining how balanced economy works. That most of the people, you know what the first business people do in their life? The real business.
Save money.
No,
No,
business.
What
do they buy? What is the first big thing people buy?
A house.
A house.
Property. Yeah.
Property. And that we said before, that was not a good investment, right?
Mm.
Because that's more of a something that you need to pay on. It's going to cost you money all the time. And that is the big problem, that people think that what we buy is something that is an asset. In this case here, what we are doing is creating leverage out of the money, so that you don't need to borrow money to buy the house, for example. You don't need to borrow money for buying the car. When I bought my car, it's not a special car, but it took me when I started, I think it took me 2 weeks to get to get 15,000 euro to go and buy a car. I never take loan for that kind of thing.
That's impressive.
When I get back to him now, I said, what can you offer me now? He said, I have Tesla. I said, I take 2 Teslas. Because what we make now in a month is the same amount of money. And that is what you can do in this business. You can build it up with the work, and you can build it up with these kind of things. And that is thinking a little bit beyond.
Can I ask you a personal
Yes.
question? I mean, a little bit. How much you invested the first time?
In total,
No, at the beginning.
in the beginning, we invested into one. It was a 10,000 euro package, so we said 5,000 each.
Oh, right. Okay.
And we made more than 1 million euro from that one.
Okay.
Today I invested 60,000 euro in the gas project, and I said to the person in Limassol, now, when I come and knock on the door, it means that I want to have the Panamera. And then because he said no, so I just want to show him what's going to happen. If it gives 3 to 5 times the money, I don't need 2, but it's possible.
By May.
Yeah, by you, of course, you need a real car.
No, by May.
By May, yeah.
That's what you
May
said
is
that-
the first one, I'm coming
Yeah.
back to that one. But this is the business model. When people see this one, it's simple.
6 to 24 months.
Yeah.
This is when you
The
can
minimum is 6 months. You
get your money.
No,
You mean or
no,
not?
you get every month.
Every
You get this one. If it's 10%.
To withdraw your investment units, yeah?
To
After
withdraw,
6 months you can...
you take out everything.
Yeah.
But every month you take out this one.
Yeah.
But this is based on 10%.
And why 6 to 24? Who decides 6?
No,
you
it's-
decide on the
No,
contract?
no, it's the company, of course, not me. But the cycles will be like that. Every 6 months you can do it. They put it for 2 years because you can never predict in the future how big will this be in 2 years.
Alright.
With the speed we grow now and the business model we have, it will be different things. They think that, for example, in 2 years, in 3-4 years now, the Octaland is established. It's for the real market. Anybody can join there. Anybody can take part of those services they have. So being an owner of that company, it's a little bit like being an owner of Facebook. I mean, they had, was it 7 or 8 people that invited to a room. 2 said yes, and they are billionaires.
Where did this guy from?
The founders,
Yeah.
most of them are from Norway.
No.
Yeah, and Norway is famous for the oil and gas, and they have the money. So one of the investors, I think he had like 300 million euro in his own pocket. Some of the investors owns Ascari racing track in Spain, which is the biggest private-owned racing track. They also own Golden Race, and they own a lot of online casinos. So they saw the industry, they saw the possibilities to generate money online. The simple thing is that you put your money to work 6 months up to 2 years. You have a passive income and you convert it into octacoins. You can either sell the coins back to the company or you can sell it on the public trade. The octacoin, this is pretty new for a lot of people, but it has to do with how is this one developed. It's developed like an altcoin, which means it has the same structure as Bitcoin. It has with hash tags, it has with the blockchain. It has also so that anybody can download the wallet. And this is also important that you control your money. Even when you have your money in your bank, you're out of control. The only risk with these things, but there is of course a possibility, that is that you store the wallet on your computer, but you can store it also in the cloud, for example, which means you can, the wallet is a software. That software is connected with you. So if you lose your computer, you lose your money. It's a little bit like having here, but the solution is to put it in the cloud. So you put it on Dropbox, you put it on iCloud or whatever cloud, and then you have the wallet stored. So if somebody takes your computer or something, you always have it there.
Yeah, that's the thing they have with Bitcoin.
It's better to have a card or something in order to
A what?
have like a card or something.
No, the card doesn't matter because you can lose the card also. But if you put your wallet, which is an electronic wallet, in a cloud, except iCloud or Dropbox, it's always backed up. So you don't lose it, even if your computer is stolen. It doesn't matter. And then we have a Krysa, which is Crypto Central, where you can buy and sell coins every day. I will show you separately now how you can buy and sell coins. It goes pretty fast, and you change your money from octacoins to bitcoins. From bitcoins, you can take it out as pure cash. But what people see also is that if they keep the octacoin, if it's now 15, and if you don't need to sell it for buying milk or buying something else, keep it, because if it goes up, it goes up. So that's what I really can recommend. And we have now more and more turnover on this one. I think that it would be, the interesting part is that when you have like now 600,000 people, I think this year more than a million people. When a million people starts to spread a rumor that they're making money on the traditional one, even the guys and the girls on the stock market will start looking into cryptocurrencies because it's more interesting. Octaland will be the platform where people will come to. 2017 they released the 3D platform. So if you have kids who like these games where you walk around in 3D worlds, it would be the same. You will be able to build your house in this one, so that you later on can have the house in the real world.
No way.
Yes, wait. What they do also is that they set up resorts. If you want to invest into apartments or something, they will do the same. You can follow everything online and offline.
You mean you build your house online and in the future you'll have it for real?
Yeah, you put in the deposit, you buy it in here, just like if you, let's say that you're going to do like a blueprint, and you sell it like a product. This is how I want it, this is how I want to decorate it. Then they're building it in the real world as well.
What's the pricing for land though? What's the I mean, the land that you're buying now, is at market value, or do you have...
Now it's of course very, very cheap, because now it's 3D.
It's virtual.
But the funny part is there's a company called Second Life. They are listed on the stock exchange in Nasdaq. They have now a value of $25 each. It's purely online. With this one, when you take it to the next step and you go into the real world, you can travel to Octaland.
That's too hard to...
Too hard, yeah, but that's what they're doing today. With the right money, and many people tried before to set up their own currency. They had the land, they had the country, they tried to create a new currency, but there were too few people because it was too expensive to live on that island. People don't need to live there, but they can own it, and then they can be rented out. But if you buy an apartment in Granada for 350,000 euro, for example, you get the possibility to get citizenship and other things, and then it can be rented out, for example. But not many people know it. And